tonight on Should We Be Concerned? A new app lets homebuyers see their neighbors' political leanings. All right, Julie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do your neighbors think of you?
That's funny because I've never spoken to any of them.
Right, so I've been to your house one time.
Yes.
Once, and it took me, I'm not kidding, 3 days to recover from that.
Yes, it did.
Just physically.
Yeah, she wasn't pregnant for the record.
Yes, of course.
And
yes.
she did drink a lot.
Yes.
Among other things. No, but I don't talk to my neighbors, honestly, because I hate small talk, as you know.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to say hello because then it's always going to turn into like, how are the kids? And I'm like, I don't know. I have kids. How's the husband? I'm like, what husband? I got a divorce. I don't know. I just don't want to. I don't want to deal with it. So but I do care about who lives next door. Like if it's some right-leaning, like crazy person or a left liberal loony, I don't want to live next to that. So I mean, I do want to know political affiliations. Not that I'd ever talk to them about it.
Yeah.
But it's just nice to know.
So Charlie, this real estate platform, it's called Oicy or Oicy. I asked for the pronunciation, but I never received that information. But you guys get it. It allows potential home buyers, they can view the political affiliations of a neighborhood before they purchase a home. Do you think this is an important thing, or do you think it doesn't matter, or do you think also that you could figure it out? What do you think?
I think it's fantastic, especially the part about where you look at it before you buy your house, because no normal person would give a crap. The only people that care about it are the tolerant leftists, and then they can all congregate in leftist ghettos by themselves, and the rest of us can live everywhere else.
See, to me, Tyrus, it doesn't really matter, I guess. No. I also kind of agree with Julie's method of I don't really speak to my neighbors very much. Mm-hmm. But what do you think?
I think you don't need an app to figure out whether your neighbor's a or not. I mean, it's pretty obvious, if they start putting Christmas ornaments up in October, if they... Wait. If they're always borrowing stuff, but while they're asking for stuff, they're trying to look in your house. If their car has no wheels in the front yard, illegal immigrant. It's not hard. It's not hard to figure out about your neighbors,
I've had bad neighbors. The worst neighbors I've ever had,
what?
I think, no reason to do with politics. When I lived in Harlem, I hated the fact that the neighbors lived in squalor, and so whatever vermin infested their apartment would then crawl over to my apartment. That was a bummer. And then I lived next to this really toxic couple this one time that they would call the downstairs on me for watching TV too loud, but then they were screaming at each other all the time. So none of that was politics.
I have apologized so many times for that.
David,
we went to counseling.
David, how do your neighbors feel about you running a razor business out of your apartment?
Well, they like it because they like a small business that sells made in America products. At westernrazor.com, still maybe time for Christmas, but if not, you know what? A New Year's gift is great too.
There's always time for a Christmas shave.
That's true. That's true. I'm using Sabbath. It says you're a member of the Green Party.
Yeah.
Is that?
Unless we're talking about smoking weed, no.
Listen, I live in New York City with very thin walls, so I know everything about my neighbors, and I can hear them hiccuping. It's like... The other thing about this, I'm done downloading apps. It's over. I got enough apps.
Yeah.
Especially when you can open your window like, hey, how'd you vote?
Yeah.
I know. I'm just using Shazam to hear what they're playing. Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's a good song.
But Julie, also, this app is only launched in South Florida and New York. I know probably who you voted for in New York City.
No kidding. No, I don't.
Same in Florida.
Maybe this app isn't even real. Maybe this app's like, oh, New York, you downloaded New York? Okay, yeah. Your neighbor's liberal.
Yeah, I know. And in Florida, I think it's pretty obvious. I think if you live in New York City, though, and you live in an apartment, this was one of the things I did like about moving to the suburbs, because I don't really like suburban life. Wait, if you ever do it, it's pretty different than the city. It's very scary, actually. People drive everywhere. They don't walk. It's just weird.
Yeah.
But I also missed like just having people that are just angry all the time. Like I enjoyed that. Like I was that neighbor. But I also had some really nasty neighbors here, so at least I don't run into them anymore. But like when you have young children, you just wait until you get the first complaint because this kid wants to run up and down the hallways and knock on people's doors. If you have any elderly people living next door, they're going to have a death wish out for you.
Oh.
I love visiting the suburbs. I just knock on random people's door. I go, you know what, your tree, it's on my property line. You better fix it. You better fix it. And then I go. I start a war that they didn't even have before.
And then go back to my previous point.
Yeah.